shooting star blazing through the skies, and a fire burning in my eyes. I'm catching up to you, I'm bringing on the fire. Gonna blow you up like dynamite. Yeah, blow up like dynamite. I can feel this rush running through my veins. Gonna kick some shell. Speed demons up high. We gonna make you cry. Step on it, farewell. We gonna make you yell. Mutant ninjas in the sky. You're gonna kiss your shell goodbye. Kiss your shell goodbye. Kiss your shell goodbye. I can feel this rush running through my veins. Soaring over us down the cityscape. Can't nobody stop me like a mighty force of me, wreaking havoc in the sky. Yeah, havoc in the sky. gentle voice I hear. Your words echo inside me. You said you long for me, that you love me, and I want to see it too. Feels just like I'm falling. Is there nothing I can do? Wonder if you hear my calling. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. One's gone to heaven now. Why won't she come back down? Does she have someone she loves more than me? I thought I could love you better. We were always together. If we took some time apart, you would finally know my heart. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. I fell in love with you, and now you're gone. There's nothing left within my lonely room without you. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. I'm there and waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. I'm there and waiting for you. Where are you? I cannot find you. I'm waiting for you. Where are you? I cannot find you. Waiting for you. Where are you? Where are you?
People of the land known as cyberspace, what is going on? Sometimes Windows has errors and it's fine. But how is everybody doing on this day of the week? Woo indeed. What is up, Will and Emmanuel? And any lurkers out there in cyberspace land, what is going on this day of the week? Seth, what is up? It is so excellent to see you. How's it going? You were definitely hearing the Windows notification sound. I was trying to make an adjustment to the help page of the website, and yeah, it was just screaming at me. It was screaming at me because a guy just was hitting wrong buttons. It was just hitting wrong buttons, and even when I was hitting the right buttons, it decided that it was still going to scream at me. So, you know, thanks, Bill Gates. I don't know what to tell you. It's fine. Got the FBI meme as my new notification sound. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy McDoodleson. Yes, indeedy McDoodleson. What do I have the cooldown on the sound effects? I don't even know. 5 minutes. We can't have that. Let's fix that. Let's change that. Let's make a minor adjustment. Because I know that you guys, you're not gonna abuse sound. You would never abuse commands, right? You would never do such a thing. Oh yeah, Scooby-Doo. How about 1 minute? How about that? That's great. What a blessing from the high heavens that is. I love that. We want justice. So you're busting down my door with the FBI. I love that. That's great. That's a good one. That's a good one to have. I've never abused a command or quoted anything that could be taken out of context. Never. Never have you ever. You know what I'm saying? Love that. Okay. So we have things. We have things that require business transactions to take place. Oh, good. I did turn the camera on. I was just thinking, I wonder if I turned the camera on. Smiley pants. Okay. So, as you all may be very well aware, McDonald's has brought back the transforming McDonald's paraphernalia, if you know what I'm saying. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, we got 2 hotcakes here. These are my childhood toys. One was, what did I say, from 1990, and one was from 1998. I don't have my bifocals on, so I can't quite read that, but it's fine. But yeah, and then last week, changeables indeed, Seth. Changeables indeed. And then last week we got, what's his name? Taurus. We got Taurus. Look at that. Look at that. He is, I'm assuming he's a play area, a McDonald's play area. Any excuse to get a kid's meal indeed. What is going on? The famous Big Money Bowman. How's it going? How was your convention this past weekend? Did you make literally $1 billion? I hope so. I hope so. Hope you found some cool things too. Oh yeah, the tail comes out. The tail comes out of the butt. I missed that little detail. Let's do a zoom. Let's do a zoom. Let me move this out of the way. Get all this nonsense out of the way. So we got our friend there. So these are all of our options. There are actually several really good ones in this whole set. So honestly, we can't go wrong. So let's just dive in. Let's hurl our fingers into this Changeables Happy Meal experience. You might enjoy MKTV or Ducktail. Man, that is an olden. That is an olden. Let me, it seems like that's something that should be pinned. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy pants. Barely made more. I barely made more than I spent to get there. Well, hopefully you had a good time though. Hopefully it was a fantastic experience. Did I finally officially apply to nice. That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on that. Yeah, I have been wanting to go to Siege for years, and it's just the planets have not aligned just yet. This year, I need to look at the schedule again. I might be able to go, but I would need to be back here before Sunday. So I would probably I'd just be able to be there like Friday and then like Saturday morning and then head back Saturday. So it'd be like one of those kind of situations. So maybe it's worth it. Do you guys think it's worth it for me to go for a day and a half? Okay, we got a round boy here. Not sure what's in here. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's a hamburger. Who is this? Furgon, I think. How to transform. Ooh. Look at that. transformations have taken place. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Feast your eyes upon the changeables. Are they all dinosaurs? It just kind of occurred to me. It does kind of appear. Well, actually, no. Several of them are dinosaurs, but some of them are just simply bros. They're just simply bros. Look at all of our friends. We got 2 hotcakes, an entire play zone, and a hamburger. Did I transform it correctly? It appears I did. Look at that. Look at all of our new friends. Just look it. Just look it. Okay. Fantastic. That's the fat loots for the day. So, love that. Love it when things occur out here in cyberspace. Okay, so what the H is going on this day of the week? What are we doing? We're playing a video game known as Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo. This is a Konami beat-em-up, which I did not know.
June 11th, 2024, Michael K. said, "Stop blowing me like that."
Yep. Get your minds out of the gutter there. Just get them out of the gutter. I don't know why. I don't know why. I didn't know about this game for the longest time, and I did in fact, Big Money. I did in fact get this game from you. This game has been touched by your literal fingers, so it should make it better that way, right? But yeah, so I learned about this a couple years ago. I didn't really know that it existed, but I've always loved beat 'em ups. I've always loved specifically Konami beat 'em ups. Turtles in Time is one of my favorite freaking games on the Super Nintendo. Absolutely love that game. And so I was pleased to discover that this game is in fact a beat 'em up. So yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about it other than that, but it's based on Batman Returns. Michael Keaton, the true Batman. All right, check on them children's, Big Money. Okay, so I'm not gonna blab on. I got this game loose, so I don't have any manuals to read. So we are literally just gonna just fly in, just raw as it could possibly be. Once I figure out what button I'm supposed to press, there's the one. There's the button that we are pressing on this day of the week. Okay, so yeah, it's actually been a long time since I've seen Batman Returns, so I don't quite remember the whole story. I mean, obviously I know Penguin's involved, and then Catwoman is involved, so there's that. If there isn't a Danny DeVito voiceover, then boo. We'll see. I mean, they got their, likenesses, so there's that. It would not be far off to think that there could be some VOs in here. You know what I'm saying? That is accurate. That's exactly how we're going to play this video game. Right here, right now. But we got to watch this opening cutscene first. Because I think it's pretty well done. Although I don't know why Batman's face seems to be like sliding over to the left. But it's the thought that counts, right? Look at that. Fragile peace that exists in Gotham City is reinforced by his presence. Let me fix that for you. Yeah. We got a Super Nintendo arrangement of the movie soundtrack, so that's pretty cool. She has transformed into Catwoman. Look at her. Look at her doing cat-like things. She prowls the streets in search of Batman, but will she help Batman? Or join with the Penguin and try to destroy him? I don't know what to tell you. The Bat, the Cat, the Penguin. That's actually funny. They had to put the registered trademark symbol on the Penguin, but not on the other names. Miss great movie theme songs. That is P accurate. That is quite P accurate. What is going on, Kwamakazi? How is it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. Yeah, I was thinking about this not too long ago. I'm not sure what the last like really, really good movie theme song was. I don't know. There've been a lot of movie soundtracks that I've listened to, but I'm not sure like the last like super iconic, you know. Interstellar. I've been thinking recently I need to rewatch Interstellar. It's been a long time since I've watched Interstellar. Since when it came out on video, that's kind of when do people still say that when it came out on video? Don't mind me turning up my lives. So we got attack, jump, special item, test tube. Yeah, I'll have to listen to the Interstellar soundtrack again, because I honestly don't remember it. I wonder if we're going to get... Love it. Love it. I wonder if we're going to get cutscenes this whole game like this. Pixel art cutscenes. Are we driving? Turn the brightness up on my junk here, you know what I'm saying? Ambushing Gotham, blah, blah. Whoa, okay. All right, we're jumping. We're bataranging. Yeah, whoa, I almost punched a child. Wow, the enemies, when they hit the ground, they really hit the ground, you know what I'm saying? Hang on. It's a little hot and heavy in my ear holes. Just a hair. Woo! Thin clown. I almost punched a child again. Was that a Mars Attacks enemy? What the heck? Oh, what is happening? Okay, all right, biker. Love that. Ah! Yeah, back when I used to program all day, every single day for my day job, I would listen to a lot of I would always go through phases with music, and it would always come full circle. It was always a giant circle, but I'd listen to some metal stuff, and then at some point in time I would, that would just be way too overstimulating, so I would switch over to like movie soundtracks. And I had several go-tos. One of my favorite movie soundtracks during that time was the X-Men First Class soundtrack. It is so good. Freaking love that soundtrack. That there is this movie. It's like a science fiction movie about this guy that gets put in a mental health facility because he thinks he's an alien. And it's a pretty good movie called K-Pax, and it actually has just a great soundtrack. It has lots of like keyboard percussion and stuff like that in it. It's just very, very nice soundtrack. That I love and I wore this out when they rebooted Star Trek a handful of years ago. Oh, that's cool. You can grab two enemies and slam them together. I love that. That first Star Trek movie, the one that J.J. Abrams did. Oh, you can throw enemies into the wall? That's amazing. That movie has a great soundtrack. Did I just punch a rocket? That's the most metal Batman thing I've ever heard. Have I died twice? This looks so cartoony being thrown around like that. Yeah, let me back up. I wasn't paying attention to them there chats. These clowns, the remnants jokers get. That's a good question. I don't remember Batman Returns very well. I feel like that's a thing, right? I feel like that's lore. That's deep lore. That sounds familiar. Unless I'm thinking of a different movie. Speaking of Scarecrow, why does he seem to be the most forgotten villain of the franchise? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they do something with Scarecrow in whatever the sequel to The Batman turns out to be. It's a good throwback to CDs too. I did used to get movie score CDs and listen to them when I went to sleep. It's a miracle that I can even sleep. Yeah, I have to have like, you know, like some kind of like white noise or something in order to go to sleep. The sound of a fan or like an air purifier, some kind of fan sound like that. Not necessarily a fan running, but just like the sound of it. Otherwise, my brain just latches onto every single thing it hears, and I just simply cannot. I'm like way too ADHD to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Scarecrow didn't really get a chance till Dark Knight movies, and yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's when I think of Scarecrow, that's what I think of. I know he was pretty reoccurring in the animated series, but I didn't really watch the animated series a whole lot. I wish I did. I did a little bit, but not a whole lot. Like I know a lot of people that was their freaking jam after school in the afternoon. But yeah, I didn't watch it a whole lot. But I liked it. Thought it was pee good. Never seen the Dark Knight movies. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, 100%. I second what Will said. They are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic movies. Do not you dare. Yeah. Eat face. Ah. Freaking fools. One could argue they are among the best movies ever made. I could get behind that. They're very, very excellent. Yeah, I need to rewatch those. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, nice transition. Look at that. Okay, yeah. Shreks. I'm sorry, hold up. I have a grappling. Did I have that before? Get out of here! He was so impossibly tall. Okay, yeah, what is it? What is a test tube to? Lots of Christopher Nolan love tonight. Absolutely. Frick. Mother of Pearl. The only thing I'm not the only thing I'm not wild about in those movies, and this is just an aesthetic thing, I'm not really wild about the Batmobile. I think it looks cool. It is a really cool vehicle, but when I think of the Batmobile, I think of like a car, you know? So there's that. It is a very cool vehicle, don't get me wrong, but you know, I prefer the car look. Specifically the like the Batmobile in this movie or the first one. The motorcycle was cool, absolutely. Do I murder? Okay. Who is Stun Gun C? We've all got a Stun Gun C in our lives. Please do not hurt that kind lady. Gene, what is going on? How is it going? It is so great to see you. Is she... I mean, it is some good pixel art. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. It is some excellent pixel art. I will give you that. I'll give you that. Frick. Get your... Wow, I have lost so many lives so far. It's not... We're not doing the thing here. Apparently he does, Emmanuel. You know, we've all been there. But, you know, here we are. Wow, the Batman? Or is it just Batman? The cowering lady saved by Batman was Selena Kyle, lowly secretary to Max Schreck, the most powerful businessman in Gotham City. That thing where the text is enormous. Mysterious creature known only as the Penguin has been spotted in Gotham's sewers. He allies with Max Schreck to destroy the mayor's reputation, allowing himself to become the new mayor of Gotham City. Burn, baby, burn, burn, burn. Scene 2. That was only scene 1. That was merely scene 1, and we have blown through almost an entire set of lives. Great. Great. You know, Will, I totally forgot about that until just now. Until you just, literally just now mentioned that, so that's cool. I will take that. Is that hopefully a life or something? I don't know what I just got. I'm assuming I just got a life. That's cool. I really like Batman's sprite in this. He looks like he's gonna save the day. You know what I'm saying? He looks pretty swole Batman. Yep. So, the other day, I don't know. I just randomly thought of this. The other day, I gave Gimmick another go. Wow, I keep wanting to punch all these women and children. I gave Gimmick another go, and do not... Okay. And I got to the exact same spot that I got to on the stream, and unfortunately, I ran out of time. I decided for whatever reason that I was going to do this before I had to go somewhere, and so I ran out of time. But I did figure out how to actually, like, really damage that last boss that we were stuck on, the one you know, with the guy on the ceiling, and then the walking thing that walked in and was doing the shoots, the pew-pews. He's been doing his bat bench presses indeed. I love the foreground stuff. I always love that in games like this. So anyway, I got to that boss, and okay, they faked me up. And I figured out how to do the thing, but then unfortunately I had to quit. So, but I will say I got there. It took significantly less time for me to get there because I knew how the video game was to be played. You know what I'm saying? It's always helpful. It's always helpful to know how the video game's to be played. I wonder if that bat in the background was a one-up. I don't know. I actually was just not looking. Did I have 7 lives when the level started? I don't know. So progress is being made on Gimmick, but you know we're still not there yet, bro. I watched a guy he was speed running Gimmick, and it's insane. It is literal insanity.
Current DSI count is 716. This is the first of the day. Maybe try a different game?
How about we just started this game? Do not even with me. But yeah, like some of the stuff that this guy was doing, like you know how in Gimmick you could, and I never really nailed this, but there was some way that you could throw the star and it would bounce off of something, and then you would get on top of the star, and then you'd ride the star. He was like very consistently doing that all over the place and just flying through the level, and it was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. So if you like watching speed runs in any capacity or anything like that, you like watching like NES era speed runs specifically, look up Gimmick speed runs, and you will literally have your brains blown into oblivion. I promise. Ba-boom ba, ba-boom ba. Do not. Yeah, fools. Does anybody know when that? No. Does anybody know when that new Batman movie is supposed to come out? I do have one more Batman. Well, one more Batman game that I did get from Big Money Bowman as well. The one that's made by the developers of Shantae for the Wii. And I do want to play that also, but we'll probably, I was thinking maybe I'll wait till the new Batman movie comes out. You know, we can time it right and all that kind of stuff. I love it how that just broke the bench in the background. That's great. Great details. Solid deets. October 2027. Frick. That's a bit of time away. Okay. We'll see. Maybe we won't wait for that. I don't know. You should play Home Alone. We actually did play Home Alone. We played Home Alone for Christmas 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And yeah. It was it was cool once I realized how to play it. It's like any game like this where you start off and you gotta figure out what the heck you're doing, and you're gonna die a bazillion times, but then eventually you'll get there. But we could play Home Alone 2. We have not played Home Alone 2, so I'd be curious. I've never beaten Home Alone 2. And prior to the stream, I had not beaten Home Alone 1 either. It was one of those that I always started it as a kid, but I just never got very far. I was a sucker for the movie tie-in games, and Home Alone was no different. And so I would start it. Oh wow, really? I'd start it and get like barely nowhere. Should I? What the H? Wow. Okay. Sail. Okay. Is it necessary? Is that actually necessary? Okay. Fat clown. Frick. I feel like we need to see you play baby steps, but there are some upper tier word choices that occur occasionally. Yeah, Will, I've thought about it. Upper tier, some A tier cusses. I would call those A tier cusses. S tier cusses, I would say, for like stuff that is actually like extremely offensive and wounding to people. you know what I mean? But A tier cusses, definitely. There were a handful of those. I mean, why is everything on fire? Why is this guy butt bouncing still in the fire? I would think he should be running. S tier for the words that make movies rated R or get censored on TV. Yes, there you go. Whoop. How? Can I run? I can freaking block. I should have read the instructions. Did this happen in the movie? Literally, what the frick is a bat to do? Okay. Oh, a grapple. farts. Fart onto my face. Yes. I forgot this was a thing. Okay, what if I... What? What? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Good thing the building is not on fire on the floor below. We are safe. And now we're on the ground. Okay, so... Frick.
That escalated quickly.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sergi, what is going on? How's it going? It's so great to see you. Straight to the side levels and driving stages are lame, but side-scrolling fighting with limited up and down movement. Yeah, I haven't played a driving level yet. I actually didn't know there were driving stages in this, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I actually also did recently, last year, at the end of last year, like last fall, I got... There's a Batman Returns game for the Sega CD that is pretty cool. It's a totally different game. It's one of those things, and I thought this was so interesting back in the day when these games came out on different platforms, and they were literally totally different games. It was like they gave different developers the... It's like, here's your mission. Accomplish it however you... Wow. Have you ever just shoved a sword down your throat in the middle of a battle? Like, wow. Okay. Anyway, so they give some kind of IP to several different developers, and they say, "All right, do the thing." Oh, that's literally a move. That's like Axel's move, his super special move in the Streets of Rage 2, and it uses health. And I literally am never going to use that. I literally am never going to use those. Frick. Bro, I like how Michael Keaton just literally grabs these brothers and throws them to the ground like that. Grabs them by the face and throws them to the ground. That's super metal. Oh. Take it. Do not. I was bombed. Okay. Surprised, in typical Konami fashion, none of these cars in the background have taken off. I'm shooketh. Look at that. I'll take that heart, or should I wait? I'm gonna wait, because that's probably health, right? Surely that's health. I wish this guy would stop flinging his butt cheeks at me like this. Okay, that's fine. Yo. Best Batman movie quote. See, well, the first thing that came to my mind was, "I'm Batman," you know, but we're not gonna do that. A lot of things that are coming to my mind are, yeah, I was actually thinking anything Joker in the Dark. Paul, that's exactly what I was about to say. I was like and here we go. All right, Gene, I hope you have a fantastic time in Dreamland, and we will see you later. Take care. Could be worse. My nose could... Oh, no. My nose could be gushing. Yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember some of penguins' existences in that movie making me rather uneasy as a wee lad. Frick, stop punching. I really like that you can grab two enemies and slam them together like that. I think that is a pretty cool maneuver. I don't think I've seen another Konami beat 'em up that does that. Ugh, frick. Okay. I gotta be more careful. Stop this nonsense! Oh no. This is not going well. This is not going well. We might have to switch to easy because we're rookies. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. That is a good one. That is a good one. I support that. Freaking. Please. Wow, I've almost blasted through an entire life already. I'm so bad at beat 'em ups, guys. I apologize. You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It wasn't a full health refill, but, you know. Get your cheeks away from me. You're gonna die, you're gonna die. Wow. All right. Huh. Some of that. Just realized I have not been using the batarang at all. Do I have a limited number of batarangs? Those seem to be not very excellent. Wow, that guy almost held that bomb until it blew up. Like, straight up, he almost just wussed out. Whoop. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay. Please. Yep, some of that. Wow.
April 15th, 2025, Michael K. said, "Oh, I just keep on getting touched repeatedly. Freak."
I mean, that is a fact. That is a thing that's happening right here. Some men just want to watch the world burn. It's a good one, too. Seth, you know all the good ones. Literally every single good one. Man, now I want to rewatch all the Dark Knight trilogy. Some good stuff. Come on now. Get up on there. So is anybody watching anything cool? Playing anything cool? Doing anything cool? I haven't really been playing a whole lot of games lately. It's kind of been crazy. You guys have been with me when I've been playing games, other than the other night when I played Gimmick. But yeah, just been watching The Bear, like I was talking about last week, which is a freaking excellent show. Yeah, yeah. Take that. Was a death towards the end of Rises. It was kind of poorly acted. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep, I can get behind that. Free Kings? Ugh! Okay. The Ukrainian dub of Batman Returns as Manny and Batman Speaks with the heavy accent. And the actor they got to do Christopher Walken's live sounds like him, but that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm always interested to see some of the dubs and stuff like that in other countries. So my wife loves Love Is Blind, and it's one of those things where I made fun of it for the longest. It's like watching a train wreck, basically. A train slowly fall off the rails and all this stuff, but for whatever reason, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but we switched it over to the Japanese dub of Love Is Blind, and it literally sounds like an anime. And it's great. It's so great. If you've seen any of that show at all, you know that it's just like, it's hot garbage, but it's just to witness all of that happening while, you know, hearing the voices of an anime, it's pretty entertaining. Now, try mode victory over the Red Triangle Circus Gang is short-lived as the Penguin appears to taunt Batman. What's going on in the background there? You're not the mayor, said Michael Keaton. Things change. You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change. Meow. Suddenly the cat. After destroying Shrek's department store, Catwoman escapes to the safety of a nearby rooftop. Love that. One of my all-time favorite dubs is Chucky in Spanish. If you find the scene on YouTube where she throws Chucky in the fire in Spanish, it's amazing. Yes. Will, I cannot remember if you sent that to me or if somebody else sent that to me. It was probably you, but it was excellent. It was fantastic. Or I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. It could have been Big Money. I don't remember. But yeah, it was glorious. I also did I tell you about the time? So many moons ago, a lifetime ago. Where am I going? Oh, frick! Farts! Oh no! Wow, I just blew through 2 lives just like that. Oh, what the heck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so a lifetime ago, I did a cover of The Power of Love from Back to the Future, and I did this whole like little skit thing, whatever, it doesn't matter. But what matters is I downloaded, I sailed the 7 seas, if you know what I'm saying, and I downloaded a digital copy of Back to the Future, and specifically, you know, I wanted the when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you know, all that kind of stuff. I wanted to put that in a clip of that in the video, and when I downloaded it, I apparently accidentally downloaded the what? I accidentally downloaded a Spanish version of it, and it's great to hear Doc, you know, like doing the crazy fast screaming he does in Spanish. It's great. It's very fitting. My dad got this game, Batman Returns, in Great Britain in 1994 on a school trip from Ukraine. Then 32 years later, I'm playing his Super Nintendo game. I love that. That's great. Oh my goodness. I think we even showed that. Yes. I think you're right, Will. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm going to spank you from all the way over here. Thank you very much. Can I climb this rope? It appears no. Cannot. Whoa, we are going up. I believe that moment may have been, or I was like, okay, this dude has. I appreciate that, Will. That's an old one too. That's an oldie. It's an oldie, but a goodie where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Frick! I was touched again by the brother with the long legs. Okay. Yeah, da 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 da. Is Clabot sleeping again? Where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? Is he there? I don't know if he's there or not. Maybe he'll wake up eventually. Where are we going? Oh, we are leaving the screen. That's where we're going. I am Catwoman. Hear me roar. Suddenly, Asmir stream. Get out of here! I was kicked. Oh, great. Dun, 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 dun. Hear me roar. Yeah. Okay. That was aggressive. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. She's so fast. She's so fast. I'm so slow. It's because of all my muscles. My muscles make me slower. Come on now. Come on now. She's so fast. She's so fast. She's like the fastest thing alive. Suddenly have the DuckTales theme stuck in my head for some reason. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Frick! Stop whipping! My brother. She's in fact not a hedgehog. She is more of the cat variety. I'm getting wrecked. I'm getting wrecked by this cat. Please. Gato! Neko! Hey, hey, ah! I was touched. Yeah. Take it. Take it. Maybe I should learn to block. Maybe I should learn to block. All right. Catwoman slayed me. Well, there it is. There she blows. There is her blowing. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, Batman beat up a 130-pound one. And again, she's hitting with a whip. So, in a way, his spin kick to her face is self. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong in the slightest, I believe. I fully believe that with all of my person. Okay, we're going to switch to easy because we are rookies. So, I don't know what to tell you. Literally don't know what to tell you. But I blew through several lives that time because I didn't realize grappling hooks were a thing. Even though I specifically said at the beginning of that level, I was like, ooh, I have a grappling hook. And then I proceeded to not use said things. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yep. Do not touch me. This is where the rubber meets the road. I am a professional video game player, and this will be the time when we have a big win here in this corner of cyberspace. Go. Go. What do we have here? A continue? A life? It's always a glorious day when you get an extra continue in a video game. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yo. Whoa. Ah. Punch. Kick. Leroy. Yeah, you fool. Yep, some of that. Some of this. Some of these. Some of that. Oh. Yep. Boom. Or not. I do have 3 test tubes, which I have not used yet. I gotta remember to block. Not sure what I'm blocking, but I'm a notorious for not blocking in video games. It's definitely fighting games. It's like my downfall in fighting games. I'm just so terrible at it. Ah. Come on now. Do not you dare touch. Do not you dare. Get on out of there. Remove thyself. Da, rocket. Another bit of praise for the power of love. I appreciate that when you downloaded that file and realized it was Spanish, you still used it. Made me watch closer for Easter eggs afterward. Yeah, I don't know, it never even like when I downloaded it, obviously it was a happy little accident, but when I downloaded it, I was like, well, okay, that's hilarious. That's great. We're rolling with that. Thanks. Enjoy. Thanks, cyberspace. Enjoy this little gym. Imagine getting dressed as a clown for the day, only for Batman to body slam you into a cobblestone street at Christmas. What a story for the guys at the gym later. Yeah, that, you know, I never even thought about that. There was a lot of makeup doing here. There was just a lot of preparation to set the stage for this entire event. So, you know. And I mean, they probably were not very thrilled at Batman messing up their makeup. You know, it just seems like a lot of effort just to get slapped in the face by Batman. Oh. Flip. Yep, take that. Yeah, thin clown. How do you feel about my foot? Love that. I'll take this heart. Thank you very much. Yep, some of this. Whoop. Okay, could have done without that. Thought we were making pretty good progress here, and then the like devil jester guy started doing weird, aggressive things with a flaming shaft. This flaming pitchfork thing here. Ooh, that was a punch. I felt that in the gut. It was a very guttural punch. You know what I'm saying? Don't you do it? Yeah. Easy. I mean, we literally are playing on easy mode, but you know, it's fine. Yep. Do not. The way that the big bros just start vibrating and then they try to fling their butt in my general direction is very, very alarming. Come on now. Yep. Please, 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 have mercy, have mercy. Yeah! Fools. Fools. Sometimes you gotta fly into the scene. Come on now, don't do this to me. Do not you dare rob me of this victory. Tall clown, thin clown, fat clown. They really broke the mold with these enemy names in this game. So that's one thing I appreciate about Streets of Rage is they like at least, and like several other beat 'em ups like this, they actually name the enemies, you know. Ah. Frick. Wish I could run. That'd be a nice little addition here. Yep. Okay, I was touched. A guy does not desire to be touched. Frick! Mid-air touching. Man, blocking barely does anything. It still does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stun gun C. Take that. Ha ha. Yep. Okay, scene 2. Wonder how many scenes there are in this video game. Can't imagine there are that many, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Yep. Cool. Ha. Yep, take it. Boom, baby. Okay. Even though they're no match for him, it's admirable that the henchmen don't surrender or beg for quarter, but instead face their inevitable defeat. That's facts. That's actual truth. I mean, I'm not sure what they think is going to happen. You know, I guess they feel like Thin Clown 1 and 2 over here feel like they're going to be the ones to do the big win. They're going to be the ones to take him down. But, you know, here we are. Some of that. Frick. No. Get out of here. Is anybody going to be playing the new Resident Evil when it comes out this Friday, I believe? Resident Evil 9. I really want to, but I think for the first time in my life, I'm going to show some restraint here, and I'm not going to buy it until I'm actually going to play it. Because I have so many freaking video games in my backlog right now, it's actually insane. I want to at least beat the Terminator game that I'm playing right now. At very, very minimum. That's some serious restraint for you. See, here's my thing, though. See, if it were a retro game, right, where the price is just going to continue to if it's a game that I want, the price is probably more than likely just going to continue to get higher and higher and higher and higher, you know, then it's like, well, I guess I should probably just, I guess, go ahead and buy this because, you know, I have the money right now, and next time I see it, it's probably going to end up costing twice as much for, you know, because several different reasons. But this modern stuff, it's actually just going to, most of it, just drop in value and get more and more affordable as time goes on. So by the time I actually get around to playing it, you know, might even be Black Friday or something. I don't know. And, you know, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe, again, when we speak in a week, I'll be like, I am weak. I am a shill. I cannot control myself. I have no restraint whatsoever. And I started Resident Evil 9 this past weekend. That may be a thing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But that's my plan right now, is to just, you know, have some self-control. Control my desires and my urges and my addictions a little bit better. Do not touch. Frick! What if I poke you with this? If I poke you with this, does it do anything? Okay. Yep. You just got to go under the butt. Navigate. Ah, frick. Motherless. Ah. My parents won't buy me those kind of games or GTA 6 when it comes up because they think I will turn it into an angry. Yeah, Resident Evil 9. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like, a lot of the Resident Evil games are little different than GTA 6. I honestly don't have any desire. Frick! I don't have any desire to play Resident GTA 6. I loved GTA 3. Played the heck out of GTA 3. And then I played I played a ton of GTA 4. I never beat 5. I have 5, but I just I did not didn't beat it. Didn't really play a whole lot of it. I don't know why. I just didn't. I actually ended up getting it like on a sale or something on Steam, and that's the only reason I own it. Fact of the matter is, I have so many video games in my backlog right now, so many things on my list that I want to play, and most of them are like JRPGs for retro consoles. I'm still trying to make my way through a lot of different PlayStation games that I missed out on as a kid because I was too freaking deep in on the console wars of the 90s, unfortunately. Many of us were. It's very unfortunate. I should log in and play some of my games in my library. Yeah, absolutely. I can get behind that, Will. I can 100% get behind that. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't know how many games I have on Steam. It's always been one of those things where inevitably that is a very slippery slope whenever there's a sale or something, or I buy like a bundle. Like I used to buy the Humble bundles all the time. It was like a charity thing that a bunch of developers would kind of put their game in with a bundle of games for charity, and you'd kind of pick what you pay, and there are like different tiers, and depending on the tier, you unlock more games. So I did that quite a bit, and well, amassed a lot of quite the Steam library from stuff like that. You know, because it's like, oh, I want that one game in this bundle. You know, it's for charity, and also, you know, the cost of the bundle is less than the game actually is anyway. So it's great. It's a great deal. It's a fantastic deal. So, you know, get it, and then suddenly I have acquired 30 games in the process. 11 games, not too chaotic, but some haven't been played since 2013. That is a respectable number. That is a respectable number. That means it's very curated. And hopefully you got some good stuff in there. Unlike someone like me, who literally has stuff in their Steam library like that I don't even know about. Frick! The heart was there! I almost grabbed it, and then I was deceased. Ugh. Yep. Yep. Pick him up. Trying to not get that until I've beaten the screen. Okay. Oh, that was another bro. Another guy. Another thin clown. Thin clown 87. I believe I just got a life. That's good. That's good. I feel like I should probably like... Oh. I can switch weapons. Smiley face, smiley pants, smiley faces all over my body parts. Yeah, take it. Yep. How do you feel about it? Strong man. Wow. I don't know what the heck the deal with the test tube thing is. No. I actually like the grappling hook move that you can do with it. Kind of like that better than the batarang. If I can do a hitting. Ren, sus, what is going on? How's it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Whoop. Yep. Wait. Oh my frick, I didn't even realize that was hurting me. What the H? Oh my goodness gracious. Frick. Why isn't this hurting him? Does it just knock him down? Mother of pearl. Have you ever played a video game wrong? Literally just like intentionally played a video game wrong? Yep. Okay. On the prowl. Graphically, I just really appreciate what's going on here. This is very nice. Oh. I like the way this this platform is kind of like swaying back and forth. I appreciate that. Okay, all right. Man, the grappling is just kind of weird. Just kind of weird. Yep. Yeah. There's just so much activity. So many activities. I like Golden Axe if you do more side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I love Golden Axe. It's quite an excellent video game. Frick. Yeah, Golden Axe is excellent. I love Streets of Rage 2 specifically. I like the first one, but I like the second one the best. The music in the second one is just so good. It is so freaking good. The third one, we played the third one. Was it last year that we did that, or the year before? I think it was the year before. We played Streets of Rage 3. It's just a little too hard. You know, it came out in a period of time where they were trying to make games harder than or trying to inflate the difficulty so that you could not beat them on a rental when you had to buy them. This was a known practice back then. Yeah, that and what am I thinking of? Oh, I was trying to get the freaking heart. Dadgummit. Unbelievable. I just blew through like 3 lives on this. There's another Genesis beat 'em up that some people know about, some people don't know about. It kind of blew my mind when I first discovered it. It's called Growl. And you're just kind of like, what am I doing? Do I go down? Yes. You're just kind of saving animals from, what you call it? I don't know. I don't even remember exactly what the story is. It's just like a bunch of like wild animals that are being like captured by a bunch of like poachers. And it's a beat 'em up. You're saving animals. It's pretty fun. What does a bat guy do with a freaking test tube? But I remember when I first played Golden Axe, I really, really enjoyed that game. Whoops. Boom. Yep. Whoa, I was touched very quickly. A quick touch. Why is this not doing damage? Question mark. Hang on. Let me look up how the freaking controls are of this game. I knew I should have known that. Batman Returns SNES controls. How to test tube. What does test tube do? Question mark. Press and hold L or R to block. Then while you're blocking, press X to throw a test tube to the ground. Shatter it. This causes an explosion that takes up the whole screen. Kills most normal enemies. Damages bosses because you only have 3 uses per level. However, they're best saved for bosses. Bingo! Gotta love that. Okay. How do you feel about that, cat lady? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Wrecked. Straight up wrecked. Or not. Or I could just be getting wrecked repeatedly. What? How did that just occur? Literally, how did that just occur? What? Why did that do no damage? Frick! What the farts? Yeah, yeah. Brother. Brother. Come on now. Do not you dare. You gotta. Ah! Should I be concerned that I'm not doing any damage? Supposed to attack her in a certain way? I mean, well, no. It appears that... Okay. I guess when she... Okay. I guess when the boss has that, like, that different color health bar, it just doesn't really show the progress that's being made. So, that's fine. So, does this actually do damage? No. The answer's no. The answer's no! Yeah, cat lady. Good gravy pants. I just blew through so many lives on stage 3. Are we friends now? Oh, you just do a backflip off the building. Great. Saved by kitty litter. The Penguin and Catwoman form a diabolical plan to trap Batman. We need to talk. Heh. Scene 4. The Penguin's Trap. Love that. Ooh. We still have so many clowns. That's such an interesting sound, that like punch sound, whenever you're holding the enemy. Appreciate the shadows. Appreciate that. Appreciate the details. Yep. Eat the floor. Freaking literally raining butts from the sky. It's raining man. Hallelujah. It's raining man. Go. Now, 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 now. Okay. Da, 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 da. I will say one thing. I wish there was a more variety of enemies in this game. A lot of beat-em-ups are like this, though, where you don't really... the enemies don't really change the whole game. I will say, though, you know, in like, Turtles in Time, or, like, several of the Turtles beat-em-ups, actually. You know, even though it's basically you're fighting foot soldiers the whole time, there are different varieties of foot soldiers. You know, there's like a little difference here and there. They aren't just getting more health for no reason whatsoever. Many levels have kind of they're just like a special foot soldier that's unique to that level. So I appreciate that. Appreciate the details. I always appreciate the details. Yep. Stop it. Don't you dare. Don't do that. I guess this whole level takes place in the shadows like this. I'm okay with it, to be honest. Frick. Okay. Ugh. It's interesting that all these other clowns, they just, they're tall clown, fat clown, thin clown, but then these are fire clown. I didn't see what the biker, I think the biker clowns were just called bikers. I guess they weren't really clowns. Still, they look like Mars Attacks Martians. Yep. Thin clown. Nope, nope, nope. Got him. Straight up got. Huh. Exactly, Will. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've only seen that movie once. I watched it like around when it came out. And that was it. That came out around the same time Independence Day did, right? Is that what I'm thinking of? I feel like it came out around the same time as another alien kind of movie. That's really enough. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Oh, great. I thought we just fought. You know what I'm saying? December 1996 was Mars Attacks. Okay, roger that. Whoa, whoa, chill out. Got him. Whoop. Huh. Ha! Hooah! Come on now. How dare you touch me in that place? I always like the beat 'em ups where whenever you you respawn, you fall from the sky, and then it knocks all the enemies back. I appreciate that. I think that's mainly Streets of Rage that does that. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Frick. Wow, that barely does any damage. What a joke. I'm so wounded. I'm so unbelievably wounded by how little damage that does. Like, what the H? Stop it! Bro! I was even blocking. Okay. Come on now. Brother. Are you... Okay, I'm about to... Okay. Gotta go, girl talk. Hooray. No, 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 no. Wow. Frick. Get out of here. Nobody wants you. No, please. I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging. No, no, stop it. Please, 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 please. Frick. I do not like games where when you don't have a 0th life, you know, like in this game where you have 1 life and then that's actually your last life. Not, you know, when you're on 0, then you have no more lives after that. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. Guess I just need to be more careful and stop being so greedy. Ah, I was blown up. Okay, this is fine. Ah! Yep. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Penguin makes a very similar sound to one of the enemies in Clockwork Knight. There's like pretty reoccurring like boss sounds. Several of the bosses make like a scream similar to that. Do you guys think that's Danny DeVito screaming? Frick, I was touched. Haha, yeah, Penguin. Yep. Bro, I feel like that hurts him more than it hurt Catwoman. Yeah, come down here. Scene for clear. Super, also annoying our bosses that could kill you. Yes, 100%. That drives me crazy. The citizens are shocked as they see Batman push the Ice Princess off the building. However, not everything is as it seems. To the Batmobile. All right, what are we looking at here? How to drive. Whoa. Got some of that Mode 7 action here. Can jump. No use. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta drive, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go for a nighttime cruise. Yep. Yeah. Come on now. Oh, that was... Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? I don't really know what the Batman symbol does. It'd be nice if it did something good. Like, just every time I get one, it gave me, like, I don't know, 25 continues or something. That'd be great. I'd love that. I'd love that deeply. Truly, madly, deeply, even. I'm never gonna give you up. Please, 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 please. They're all so fast. They're all so fast. These bros on the bikes are actually pretty large, you know what I'm saying? Digga-da, 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 digga-da. Ah. Yep, okay. Hopefully that was good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Please, please. Take some of that. Please. Okay. Like, there's some things in games like this where it's just like, how am I supposed to dodge that? Literally, how am I supposed to dodge that? Boom, shakalaka. Sub's gonna be nostalgic for a bunch of different games right now. Turtles in Time, Star Wars games. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe for May the 4th this year, we can play Super Star Wars, which I've always wanted to like really sit down and try to make some progress in. I've never been able to get very far because it's rather difficult. I think I don't know what level the Jawa level is, but I don't really know that I've gotten much further than that. I like that this game does a few different things. Like, it's not just every level is a beat 'em up, but it kind of does some of the vehicle stuff. It does like some of the side scroller kind of platforming ish. Pretty cool. I always like it when games mix it up here and there. Then you have like the extreme of games that mix it up, like Toy Story, which I do like that game. I do think it's a good game, but it's like every other level you're having to relearn how to play the game because it's some totally different experience. You know, like one level it's like a first-person Doom style game, and then the next level it's like an overhead isometric racer. All the things. But it's a good. I believe that it is a good. Please. Come on now. Boom. Please. This is always my downfall in beat 'em ups, is like when I'm attacking a guy and then somebody's coming up behind me and then I have already committed to the animation, and then by the time I'm able to like try and break away from bro, I'm hit. Frick. Then Mars attacks here, throwing grenades from the trenches. Get out of here. Can I punch? You can punch, you can play. If you say I'm always yours. Please. What if you were not here like that? What if you left me alone? Does everybody have homemade explosives in this video game? Stop it. Okay. All right, Fire Clown. We don't need any of this. Frick. Maybe I just need to do the jump kick forever and always against every single enemy. Maybe that's the only move here. The only way that we can succeed. I don't know. What even just happened? What even just happened? He just injured me in his death. His dead, lifeless body flew at me and injured me. Give me what the H? Oh, am I getting hit by a thing? Am I just supposed to jump over that? I now see. I am the fool. It is I. It is I. I am the fool. It is me. Yep. Good grief. See, it's like how am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know that I'm supposed to jump over that? Until I've played the level, you know? Ah, I was hit. I was touched. The thing touched me. Frick. Please. This is where it pays to like memorize levels and stuff as you progress. Please. It's not good. It's not looking good. Bro, this game is relentless. Holy frick. What is a bat to do? Flank him from the side. Flank him from the side. Just like that. Good old side flank. Yep. Some of that. Sword S. It might be Game Genie time, Will. It very well might be. I mean, I don't know what else I can do here. I'm playing it on easy with all the extra lives. Maybe the only option is to get good, as some people might say. Who is that, bro? Who is this? Who is this brother? Oh, Grinder. Seems really aggressive. Like, what is on his stick? What is on that rod that he's swinging around? What is that? What is it supposed to be? Please, please, please. This is my last life, please. Frick! I was just punched and deceased. Punched and deceased. If Catwoman hadn't taken all my lives. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I'm going to go to the loo. I will BRB. Don't nobody go nowhere.
If you're strong, you can fly. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance you can't handle. When you use your line, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. If you run, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Away from disaster. Through the dark, to the light, it's a supersonic flight. Gotta keep it going. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. If you run, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Away from disaster. Make your move, lick it out. That's what life is all about. It's your adventure. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't handle. Mr. Bad, got it good. Ha! No, no. Sundays now, we can hide, find the power deep inside, make it happen. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Oh, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Oh, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom.
Okay. Boom, yeah. Same, Will, same. I fully agree. I fully support this. Full support. Okay, so We're on easy. Mania. Normal, hard, special, mania. Easy. It's always alarming when you're coasting through the difficulty levels in a video game and then there's a level above hard. But, I mean, you know, we've been there. Legendary. You know, that kind of thing. But Mania, that sounds horrific. That sounds terrible. I do not believe that is the maneuver. Mania does not sound easy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We are still on easy mode. Let's see if we can make it any further. I will say though, you know, I haven't been using test tubes, you know. Haven't been using test tubes. Haven't been blocking. You know, I've been just playing this video game like a freaking rookie. The thin clouds are punching me. I don't know what else to say. One of my greatest gaming moments was when my high school friend and I beat Halo on Legendary Co-op. That was our Super Bowl. Yeah, that is quite an achievement, correct? Congratulations. That's a banger for sure. I have not done the same. So, you know, that's quite an achievement. Man, the original Halo was just it was a lot of fun to play. I loved co-op in the Halo games. That was like one of my favorite things about those games. And specifically playing online in the first Halo. So the first Halo came out before Xbox Live was a thing. And so there was this service. It was a PC service called GameSpy Arcade. And you could... Basically, it was like a tunnel. I don't know. I don't remember like how this came about. I don't remember how I learned about this. I just remember doing it. But you sign into GameSpy Arcade on your computer. And then your Xbox was... I don't remember exactly. It had to be... I think it just had to be like on the same network as your computer or something. And then your Xbox would connect to your computer, and then your computer would tunnel it across the interwebs and the intertubes of cyberspace to other people's computers, thus making a... because there was LAN mode on the original Halo, so you could connect a bunch of Xboxes together locally. But this basically would just kind of like bridge them together. And then there was like a chat room you could talk in on the computer. But it was super cool to play Halo online like that before Xbox Live was a thing. Can't believe I've already died. I just literally cannot believe this. Well, yeah, take that, fire clown. Freaking fire clown. Thin clown. Bunch of clowns. All right. Yep, some of that. I still haven't played Halo 5. Oh, speaking of soundtracks, that reminds me. And I actually just listened to this the other day because it's freaking fire. I love it at least. The Halo 4 soundtrack, which I know that sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. Like Halo 4 of all soundtracks, Halo 4. But I really like the Halo 4 soundtrack because it has like a very different approach to the Halo soundtrack. It's very different from the other games, where the other games have kind of almost like more of a like tribal kind of vibe, very percussive and that kind of thing. Halo 4 has more of like an orchestral kind of approach to it, And I think the thing that I like about it is it doesn't actually play the main theme song in the soundtrack until there's this big like climactic moment in one of the last levels. It has one of the best songs in the game during that, and then towards the end of that song, it kind of has like it kind of hints towards the main theme, the main Halo theme, and it kind of takes it in a different direction. So it kind of does it. It just straight up does it for, like one phrase, and then it kind of takes it in another direction. And it's really cool, and it's I love this thing where they kind of, just kind of hint, just give you a hint. Several other game soundtracks do this, and I love it when composers do that, where they just kind of hint. They just give you a taste of it. And they kind of do their own thing or whatever. But yeah, that's a good. So if you're into like chill, orchestral kind of stuff, basically movie soundtracks, then I highly recommend Halo 4. And actually the soundtrack for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is very good. I used to listen to that a lot as well. I'd love to not lose all my lives on this. I just really love that. Boom, shakalaka, take that, eat it, all over your face. Yeah, boom. How's that? How do you feel about that? Frick.
Boom shakalaka!
Okay. I feel like we're going to do better this time simply because we now know that the test tube explosions are a thing. By the way, we are at 5 lives right now, so I'm wondering if something's going to happen and we're going to get another life. I'd really like to figure out what the heck you do to get a life in this game. We have 4 test tubes. 4 whole test tubes. That's great. So I guess that just... Oh, that was the thing I picked up in the trash can. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It checks out. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh. I keep on wanting to punch the women and children. It's not intentional. They just come running out. My fists are blazing, and they just come running out of nowhere. It's really ridiculous. Can they not see that I am in the heat of battle right now? Boom. Some of that. Boom. Whoa. Didn't even notice earlier that those bros were jumping off of the bench. Okay, all right. No! Okay, so maybe that would be a good use case for the special move, because I actually did not mean to do that, but it saved my bacon just then. It's a good way if there's like an unavoidable move like that, you can kind of counter the enemy. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Noted. And we just dented that sign over there. I freaking love that. That's great. Is that test tube? Yeah! Forgot who the boss is of this level, but yeah, we'll see. Super Blue 92, what is going on? How's it going? It's so great to see you on this day of the week. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. Hooah! Skadoosh! Wow. Weren't doing too bad until that. you dare. Doing well. Doing well. Appreciate you asking. We are, in fact, watching the Caped Crusader as we speak. Out here in cyberspace land, that is a thing that's occurring. Boom. Shh. Ha. Hoo. Ha. Okay. It just seems like every time I have the opportunity to get health like this, I don't need it. And then the moment I leave the screen, I do. Maybe this time will be different, though. Maybe this will be worth it. No. Haha. Yeah. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Do not you dare get out of here. Get off of the screen. Frick. What did I just get? Did I get a life? I got a life, right? That's what that sound was. The way that these fire clowns like do this, like it's like they're breathing. They're getting ready to do a slaying of me. Ah! Gotta be careful. Gotta be more careful than that. Yeah. Ah! Frick! Oh my goodness gracious. It's because my bat ears are too tall. Unbelievable. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what do we have here? Oh, right, the fire that I get wrecked in every single time. I wonder if you're supposed to duck at the very end of that. Frick. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, why isn't that not falling? What? How is a bat to dodge that? How is a bat to dodge that? Yeah, take that. Freaking tall clown. I wish I could shoot up at an angle or something. I feel like that would make my life a lot better. Okay. Ah. Hey. I don't know what I got. I don't know what that red bat symbol was. That seems like it could be a good thing. Question mark? Is it a weapon? No. I'll take that heart though, thank you. Ooh, ha, hoo-ah. Yeah. Get on out of here. Do not you do this to me. Huh. The way they just sit there and vibrate like that before leaping into the air. What is this bro doing up here? Oh, just waiting for the bomb to almost explode. Got it. Nailed it. Well, accidentally did that again, but that was fine. It was actually kind of useful. Sure wish I had some health. Sure wish I had some health. Do not touch me. Do not you dare touch. Zero touching, please. Yep. Explode, explode. Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I do not like the flips. Yep. Hoo. I was shot in the foot by a rocket. What a way to go. What a way to go. Oh, now there's health. Of course. Of course there's health. Frick. This happens to me every time I play beat 'em ups. Get out of here. Is this the level where the Sinbad looking guy is the boss? I just love in Konami beat 'em ups the way that you grab enemies and throw them to the ground like that. It's just so satisfying. Or throw them into the screen, either one. It's like one of my favorite things about Turtles in Time is throwing the foot soldiers at the screen. Boom. My dad a couple years ago just bought me the first Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis, and it's not for real. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the value of that one is, but I know it is it's a little higher. Take it.
November 18th, 2025, Michael K. said, "That's a great idea, Will."
What is going on, Miller Time? How's it going? It's so great to see you today. Today of all days. It's so great to see you. I have run out of test tubes. I feel like I did barely any damage whatsoever to this fool. One of the best quotes ever. Frick! This thing where you get stuck in the corner, and then it's like right when you stand up, the enemy punches. Mother of ShamWows flying out of my butts. Okay. Okay. Come on now. Do not you freaking dare. Stop it. Do not. Frick, do not. Frick, do not. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, enjoy. Shakaka. Okay. Oh. Well. I just thought to myself, oh, it's definitely that window and not the other one. And of course it was, in fact, the other one. Of course, that, in fact, is what it was. So it's fine. So it's fine. You have so many credits, Will. So many credits. I need to make some ridiculous alert, like something insane that costs like 20,000. Or even more than that. Like 50,000. I don't know what it would be. SNES. What? What? Frick. The secret to the grappling hook is to just do it as quick as possible. Frick. Just blasted through all of my health on that. Not for yourself, Sonic. My was 2150. Yeah, I feel like it's gone up recently. I feel like it's more kind of like in the 60s now or something like that. I could be wrong, but please. Okay. Fantastic. I don't care. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta run. Yeah, some of that. Just do the thing. No showing off. Just do the thing. I'm Catwoman. Hear me roar. I don't know. I feel like that doesn't do a lot of damage on her. Like on some enemies, it does. Jeez. Bro, I feel like on easy, this game is still pretty freaking hard. I feel like easy is kind of like normal difficulty. Frick.
Will just donated $5 and said, Mark, yeah, yeah, bird, yeah, Mop, yeah, yeah, bird, yeah. Well, time to get off for the night. Good night, everyone.
Well, I greatly appreciate that song, and I greatly appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much for that. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. And as you enter Dreamland, that it blesses your body parts in ways that can only be experienced within Dreamland. And hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. And all right, yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks, Will. Have a fantastic 2 weeks then. And we'll catch you later. Frick. Mother! The goal is to not blast through another continue on this. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you right now as we speak. Got him. And then promptly does a backflip into the kitty litter below. Okay. Huh. Look at that. I feel like this is definitely one of those games where I would have to play it like many times to like actually beat it. You got to just like... I feel like a big key to it though is learning when to block. I feel like blocking is pretty critical. Like you still get hurt, you know, but obviously not as bad. And it does save you from getting knocked over, which is a big one. That's what kills me, is like repeatedly I'll get knocked over And then I can't get back up because the enemy just keeps punching me repeatedly every time I get back up, like a fool. And then here we are. Freaking fire clown, get on out of here. Some of that. Ooh. Oh, it's my last life. Frick. Wow, this is great. Like, I didn't actually do as well this time as compared to the time before. And this time I actually knew about the test tubes. It really is, like, just not good to have some of these levels where I fall off a few times and I just and when you fall off in this game, it's a little different. So most beat 'em ups that I can think of, whenever you fall off, it just injures you. But in this game, you straight up lose a freaking life. And specifically, if you don't, the grappling mechanic is a little weird in this. It's just kind of, basically the way it works is you shoot it, it latches on, and then you press it again, and then it kind of like launches you towards it, and then at that point you just have to like keep pressing the buttons so that you just keep shooting and latching on and moving forward. So it's nothing complicated, but it's just kind of, it's not what I was expecting. You know, normally games like with the grappling mechanic, you have to do some kind of like swung motion to proceed, but that is not the case with this Vidya game. Again, I really appreciate all the shadows and stuff in this. I think it's pretty well done. Pretty cool that it's like, I don't know, there's enough light and light like peeking through in different places to where it just, I don't know, it's a pretty cool aesthetic. Frick. Burning the feet. I think you had to do that for a Spider-Man game as well on the SNES. Do what? I don't know what I just said that you're responding to. Oh, the grappling stuff. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, most games that I can think of, like you have to actually do some kind of swing motion, or like the D-pad is involved in the whole operation. Can I block in the air? Punch, kick. Somehow I blocked that. It was impressive, I know. Could never beat some of those games. Yeah. Frick! Bro, this is what these bosses are just killing me. I blast through several lives to beat a boss. But I do think that the blocking is like critical. Absolutely mission critical in this. Brother. Then I get cornered here. Bro. Yeah. Yeah. Blocked too soon. Jeez. This is crazy. This is crazy. This chick is gonna take me out. This is how it ends. Okay, we're fine. I wasn't worried at all. Okay. Oh, and then unfortunately, I do not have any more test tubes here. But inevitably, I'm going to have to blast through a continue on this brother. I'm just glad the game has a little bit of mercy, and whenever you have to use a continue on a boss, you don't just automatically reset to the beginning of the stage, because I would say that most games do that. Frick. Wow, I'm down to the last continue already. This is crazy. At least I have test tubes. Does Batman normally carry around explosive test tubes? I don't know that that's a thing. Ah. Might need some cheat codes or a game genie. You're not wrong. Yeah, inevitably when I get a game over here, I'm gonna look at that. See if there are any like level skips or anything, because frick. The laugh though. There she blows. Let's see. Uh, 9 continues. At the options screen, highlight rest and press the following buttons, blah, 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 and you get 9 continues. Extra lives at the options screen. Oh. Invincibility at the title screen, press up 8 times. Really? That's like the only way. That's like the only freaking way. Yeah, we could definitely beat this with 9 continues. That's wild. That is out of control. OOC, if I do say so myself. What does he shoot? What is shooting out of the Batmobile? Are these like discs? I don't remember what the Batmobile... Why can't I speak? I do not remember what the Batmobile shoots. It looks like frisbees or something. So this past week I was making some changes. So I run something in my room here, well, in the house, called Home Assistant, and it's basically this application that runs on it can run on a computer, it can run on a Raspberry Pi, whatever. I have like a home like media server that I've built that I have it running on, and it's what controls all of my smart stuff. It makes life in this room a lot easier when you have, like, you know, a stupid amount of consoles hooked up to all this stuff and whatever. Being able to just press one button and everything changes to the configuration it needs to change to in order to play that console. It's great. I love it. I always laugh Batman has no gun rule, but missiles are okay. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Miller Time. But anyway, so I decided this past week, I have one piece of the puzzle is I have this thing called an IR blaster in the room here. And so it is basically this little device that is connected to the network, and it can learn remote control commands. So it can learn, it's like basically a universal remote that is controlled by a piece of software. So I had taught it like all kinds of stuff. Like I have several HDMI switches in the room. It has learned like all the switching commands, like the TV power on, power off, all kinds of stuff like that, and is like kind of a core piece to this whole chaotic puzzle that is my room. And so it just kind of like stopped. It was like intermittently stopped working recently, and it just I've been reminded of how complicated all this stuff is in this room. It's like I massively over-engineered all these things so that it would not be I wouldn't have to think about it. And so now I'm having to think about it because, long story short, I ended up getting a new IR blaster. And it's not actually, I haven't finished setting it up yet. And so now, like half the stuff that I had it doing is just like not working. So it's exciting. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but that's just that's a thing I'm gonna have to work on after the stream, and I'm gonna have to. There's so many freaking Home Assistant's great. It's super powerful because you can kind of, it's like home automation, but you know, I mean, a lot of the things it can do, I mean, you can do with like Google Home or with like Alexa or any of the other like smart plug manufacturers that have like apps where you can kind of turn groups of things off and on and set schedules and whatever. But this kind of takes it to another level because you can add all kinds of like conditional logic and all kinds of craziness to the different automations. So different things that, you know, and combine a bunch of different like manufacturers of smart things together into one automation. And yeah, it's super powerful. I literally could not do what I do without it. But man, you know, if you have one piece of the puzzle in there that's kind of gluing everything together and it breaks, the whole thing just crashes and burns. It seems so daunting trying to set up a room and also set. I mean, you know, it's a hobby, is what it is. You know, it's not like it itself is a thing that that I enjoy messing with, and it's not like every single thing like kind of all happened at once. It kind of like slowly evolved over time, and the whole thing that I've built in this room, I mean, I would say that I've kind of always had older systems hooked up and that kind of thing, but it wasn't really ever super crazy until the last house that I was in before this one. And I mean, even that wasn't super crazy. It was still pretty chill compared. I was basically just using like smart plugs and stuff like I just mentioned. But it's just like one piece at a time. And another piece of it is watching like I watch a lot of other YouTubers that have, technical setups and stuff like this. And I've seen a lot of people that they have like really cool game rooms, but they're not really into the tech side of things, and so they don't have all the craziness that I've got going on, even though they do have impressive setups and everything. So it's kind of a niche thing, to be honest with you. Probably my life in gaming is my biggest like inspiration for a lot of the stuff that I do, a lot of the stuff that I've learned about how to build all this stuff. And it honestly all just kind of stems from, hey, we have 30 plus consoles connected to a TV, how to play and how to make playing it not a miserable experience every time you want to sit down to play the thing. Because for me, that was initially, for many years, I had several systems hooked up that I had to have two, all my retro systems. I had to have two switches hooked up. Wow, I thought I had another test tube, but here we are. Had to have two switches hooked up. Basically, they were kind of like daisy chained, so one went into the other one, and I just had to, had it all labeled and whatever. I think it was like 12 analog, or probably less. I think it was like 6 per switch, so there was probably like 10 or 11 consoles, like retro consoles hooked up, and then HDMI consoles. And I had a crappy upscaler that I got off of Amazon. And, everything was running S-Video, and I will say this forever, the difference between composite and S-Video is enormous, and I highly recommend that if you're looking for, a pretty decent quality as far as like retro consoles go, definitely look into getting S-Video. And I mean, this is a whole rabbit hole, but I just liked digging into the stuff, Yes, there's a cat child here. I liked learning about the stuff, and I've always liked cable management. That's kind of one of my weird addictions, is cable management, and that kind of thing. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a long road, and definitely I didn't just go out and buy all of these things at once, or I would have spent a lot of money. It's literally, I would say I really started doing this stuff in about 2017 and kind of slowly collected the pieces. And at the end of the day, it's never done. It's never done. That's the problem with the whole thing. There's always, some new thing or some way. Like just a few months ago, at the end of last year, I kind of like rewired a bunch of stuff over here to try to simplify some things. And it was great. It was great. But, it's like, it's really just for me. It's just to tinker with it. It just makes it a little cleaner, makes it a little bit easier. So yeah, anyway, Prince MB, what is going on? How is it going? It is so great to see you on this day of the week. You're just in time to witness me wrapping up, unfortunately. Yeah, I do not have enough time to give this another go, I don't think, unfortunately. But I'll have to return to this in the future. Probably need to I feel like this 9 continue thing would have been the move. But here we are. I wonder what the definition of of extra lives is. It doesn't say. It just says extra lives. Let's see. Let me just take a gander. Let me just take a look-see here and see how many extra lives. Okay, so at the option screen, the option screen, highlight rest on controller 2. Oh, frick. Okay, I can't do that. I don't have a second controller hooked up right now. That's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. What was the other one though? Invincibility. Are you serious? Invincibility. At the title screen, press up 8 times. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No way. No way it's that easy. Literally no way whatsoever is it that easy. I feel like invincibility is a serious cheat code for it to be just that. No chance. Somebody touch me. Somebody attack me. No. What is this? At the title screen, press up 8 times. What the heck? No way. Lies. Oh wait, let me look at this other one because there's. Enter password 8. Wait. The light system in the Batman game is somewhere. Yes, it is in fact. Let me see. So we're just messing here. We do a little reboot. Oh, there is a stage select. Okay, I don't know what was I looking at? I don't know. Whoever said that other thing had no clue what they were talking about. Enter cheat mode at the title screen. Play with no mask. If you press the following on the start screen, what is? Are we playing the same game here? What the heck am I looking at? That is this game. I don't know what it's talking about. I don't see a cheat mode. I don't see. On the option screen, and wait until the game type screen appears. Choose driving. Go to the option screen and wait until. What am I looking at here? None of this makes any sense. I don't even see anything that says game type. Did freaking like AI hallucinate this entire page that I'm looking at right here? Like this is like an enormous page of like cheat codes and stuff, but it doesn't look like any of this makes any sense whatsoever. And you can't enter passwords. There are no passwords in this game, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Whatever. Okay. Anyway. All right. So what are we doing next week? What do I have on my list? Let me take a gander at my list. So at some point soon, I want to play through the first Spyro. I don't think. Is next week March? Sometimes my OCD gets the better of me, right? And so I do this thing where it's like, oh, it's the beginning of a month. That would be so clean to be able to just play Spyro through the whole month. So I don't know. Maybe we'll start that next week. Do you guys have you guys played Spyro? Or any of you familiar with Spyro the Dragon? I'm not sure, and I'm not entirely sure how many weeks it would take to beat Spyro. I think last time I looked, it'd be maybe like a 3-week game. I've never beaten it. I put a handful of hours into it. I've only played the first one though. My experience with Spyro as a kid was it was like kind of like the demo on the demo kiosk or whatever at Walmart when we were all like looking straight up at the TV that was mounted on top of the case. That whole experience. So that was my experience with Spyro as a kid. I actually didn't. I knew. Literally none of my friends had a PlayStation growing up. I had one friend that I hung out occasionally. He did, but none of my friends that I hung out with all the time. None of them had a PlayStation, and I didn't have one until many years later. So I missed out on a lot of good stuff. I also want to play through Ape Escape at some point. I actually, when I first started streaming on this channel, I did Ape Escape was one of the first games I played, but I just played it for one stream, and I just I didn't really make a whole lot of progress, but I'd really like to play all the way through that as well. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at my list here. I do have a few others, like some Switch games. Cuphead, that's definitely a thing. Freedom Planet 1 and 2, that's definitely a thing as well. I want to play, I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to play through Sonic Boom on the Wii U. I know that it's not phenomenal, but I don't necessarily want to spend several streams playing through it, but I always want to give it a go for an evening, Yeah, I've played a little bit of Cuphead. Have not beaten it. So I feel like that would be a multi-stream game. It's just, Cuphead's hilarious to me. Cuphead is hilarious to me because it's notoriously difficult, but it's like the first boss that you're fighting. You're fighting the boss, and it's difficult, and then you finally kill the boss, and it's stylized like an old cartoon basically. And when the boss dies, like a tombstone pops up, and then the tombstone starts, like, if you don't know what's about to happen, you don't realize that he's not dead, and the tombstone just starts attacking you. And it's like, of course that's what kind of game this is. That's exactly what kind of game this is. So yeah, I definitely want to play through that this year. So the question is, do we play? Okay, how about this? Do we play through Spyro in March, or do we play through Cuphead in March? Because I do want to beat Cuphead. I do really want to try to beat Cuphead, but I do think it's going to take several weeks because it's freaking hard. I don't know. I feel like I need. That's what I was thinking, Paul. I feel like I need a little bit of a palate cleanser still after Gimmick, and everything that Gimmick did to my body a few weeks ago. I'm still recovering from that. So I feel like Spyro would just be a pleasant experience. Cuphead in April because of April Fool's Day. I love that. That's happening. All right, so cool. It's been decided. We'll be starting Spyro next week, and it'll probably take 3 or 4 weeks, I think, maybe. So anyway, people of cyberspace, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight and accompanying me on this journey, attempting to stop Catwoman and the Penguin. Unfortunately, they have won, and Gotham City was not saved today. It is my deepest regrets, my deepest condolences to the citizens of Gotham City, but here we are. It is what it is. I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your week, and we will see you all very soon for some more MKTV. Deuces. Loser.
Le who? The her.
Yes. All right. Everybody have a good week. I'll see you 1 week from today for some Spyro. Later.